I'm with Steve Staiger, and it's our favorite part of the show, which is the History Corner. Steve, we're on Old Page Mill Road, and there's some significance there because there was a Mr. Page and a mill. Tell us.
Yes, William Page ran a series of lumber mills in the hills to the west of us and built this road to bring the lumber by wagon pulled by horses or oxen to his lumber yard in the town of Mayfield, which is where California Avenue is today in Palo Alto.
But now there's something else more significant about this Old Page Mill Road. There's an artifact here. Tell us.
Well, behind us is the Frenchman's Tower, an artifact that's been in the Palo Alto area since the 1870s, and very few people know about it because it is on Old Page Mill Road, which is now a bypass of the Page Mill Road that you take out to 280.
Now, so what is so mysterious about this Frenchman's Tower?
Well, as legend has it, it was built by a man named Peter Coutts, who came to this area in the 1870s from France following the losses in the Franco-Prussian War. He bought up over 1,500 acres of land in this area and built a large estate, including a nice home, some outbuildings, and barns for his cows. His cows eventually became very successful, and the butter from his cows won medals at the California State Fair.
So obviously this man was an entrepreneur even before we knew the word, but there's a little bit more about this tower, and there must be some mystery involved.
Well, there's a couple mysteries, actually. One is we didn't find out until the 1920s, some 50 years after he had left this area, that Peter Coutts wasn't his name. His granddaughter came to this area to find out where her father, as a young boy, had lived, and at that time people learned that Peter Coutts really wasn't the man, this mysterious Frenchman that was here. But also the building behind us is maybe 2 miles from the rest of his estate. It's out in the middle of nowhere today. It was really out in the middle of nowhere then. We really don't know why he built it. There are lots of ideas, but what it really is, we don't know.
All right. Now, I know that you do a slideshow for kids and school children, and you do this especially in the third graders. And when they say to you, what's this all about, or you say to them, what are some of the answers they give you?
Well, children obviously have great imaginations, and after I've told them the story about how he fled France to come here, they think about it as possibly a castle to hide in when his enemies would come to visit, or maybe to store his gold and silver. Other ideas have been to part of a water irrigation system, just as a lookout. My favorite is actually that it was what the English call a folly. It's just a structure built out in the middle of nowhere just to gaze your eyes upon.
Well, what a wonderful idea. Thank you so much, Steve.